Oh, have I got one for you? It's about, so you're going to really like it. You're probably not in that mood at the moment, but, just remember it for the future.
A better you starts today.
Anyway, you know when you're just like, oh, that little cunt, I'll fucking kill him. You know when you're in that mode? I mean, it happens a lot. First off, look, as Buddhists always say, look, holding on to anger is like a rock going through your hand. It's only hurting your hand. That's true. Yeah, it is. And also, it absolutely increases strain on your heart and cardiovascular system and gives you a shorter lifespan. Angrier people just die at like 50. Fuck! So, there's a lot of reasons that you should figure out anger management, but you're probably not one of those cranky old Jewish cab drivers. Goddamn, when's it gonna turn green on old Auschwitz? Not you, probably. Maybe it is. Thanks for watching if you are Hershwitz. But most people just have little angry outbursts. Now, here's something that's very interesting about it. Did you know that that is the best motivator there is? Anger. Good. Harness the hate. I think there's a reason that is probably one of the most memorable lines of Star Wars. Other than, have you got any change? It happened. It was in Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, fact. Go look it up. I don't know if it happened or not. Just want to... But you know what? Goose chase. Oh, sucked in. I'm like Jabba the Hutt. I think. Can't remember if he did that or not. So anyway, look. The thing is that anger is the best motivator. You want to get people to go to the polls. You want to start a political campaign. You get them angry. That's how you do it. You get people to the polls by eliciting anger. When you elicit anger, you create a feeling within the population of like, oh, get those fucking cunts. And that spurs people on. What is it? You go back to ancient times. I mean, even caveman times. Let's go further back. Whoa, what a trip. And so you go there, and what is spurring you on to fight the saber-toothed tiger? It isn't, that's not going to help, is it? Stop! It's always just going to be the alpha macho caveman that very little difference between a hot caveman and a hot man in the 70s, is there? Just as much chest hair as possible. Goes straight at the little saber-toothed man, like, pulls his fangs off. Yeah, I've got him around my necklace now. It's always anger that is going to elicit motivation more than anything else. So what I'm saying is, look, it's not good to be angry, especially in the modern age. We've got enough bad emotions going around. But when you are mad, utilize that rage. Utilize it. Have some strategies in place for you to just be like, good, channel the hate. That's what I want. I just want you to listen to the Sith Lord, man. The Sith Lord had it right. He's kind of right. It's just the best way to do it is when anger does just naturally ping and spurt around in you. I want you, this is going to be your homework, you are going to identify those moments. It is important for you to identify when you're angry, what you're going to do about it. Because there's a couple of things that you can do. For instance, one of the ones that I always use, you'd know if you come to my seminar, Melbourne. I'm coming there next, so you can check that one out. But the thing that you should be focusing on when you are angry is, clinically proven, by the way, anyone who is angry is going to be more focused on obtaining the goal and have that grit about them of being like, fuck you, and they're going to go through it at the time. This is why when people get fed up of being rejected as actors and things, and they're just like, fuck, and they walk out being like, good. There is something that you can do with that anger. There is, and I would suggest it is that you throw a brick through the casting agent's window. Get him to notice you. Yeah, well, anyway, look, the thing is, there is something that you can probably do. Constructive. Everyone knows what I do when I am angry. Oh, wait, you don't because you didn't come to my seminar. But there are people that do know. And what I do is that I have a couple of beating bags that I can write my angry little, nasty little energies into. Anytime something really pisses me off, I can just go online, bam, there's the little cunt that wrote a fucking nasty article about me 2 years ago. Here's why you're shit. That's what I do with my anger. I channel it into that, and then what do? I have another product. Isn't it amazing that you can utilize so much of your life into doing productive things, as in you can produce something out of it, as long as you just start thinking about it in terms of emotional states. When you start thinking about your life in terms of which emotional state goes where, you're just going to have the motivation to do those things regardless. But the really important one to know is that when there is anger, use it. That's great that you have some anger. Use the anger to guide you to doing something of use. Don't just sit there and stew. And the other thing is, once you do just sit there and stew, what happens? You're just damaging yourself for no reason. It's kind of like that thing in a computer game. I don't know if this is the thing, right? Like you can get superpowers, but it does like a slight bit of drip damage to you, being like, that's anger. So you can do that, or you can just sit in the corner and go have lunch and be like, gung, 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 ah. Those are your options when you're angry, yeah? So what we want is a strategy in place for your anger management. We want you to write down what you're going to do the next time that you're angry. What is it? What are you going to do the next time you're mad? What are you going to channel that rage into? And I obviously think that there's something that you could be doing that's way more productive than like, I'm going to go to my angry bag and punch it. Like I'm one of those kids in special ed, just being like, no. There's probably something better that you could do with it. Probably. Unless you do have one of those car crash brains and you're just like, that's still productive for you. But otherwise, there is probably something that you can focus your anger on that is going to spur you forward. Thank you very much for thinking about it. I hope you can do that. I hope you can. I hope you can do it. I really do hope that you can do it. And the reason that I do is because, look, might be the best chance that you are going to have to get that real rush of energy in a day, especially when you are in one of those stages in life where nothing's going your way. Yeah? Nothing's going your way. There are those moments. There are phases where everything feels like you're just like going downstream, everything's awesome, but then there's the times when you're paddling upstream and you don't have the good emotions to draw on. I mean, you can mass produce them, sure. You can sign up to Jordan Shanks. I can give you 3 lessons a week on how to do that and get better state management. But there becomes a time where you realize that why am I spending so much time strengthening the guy that's moving around this massive elephant? Oh, it's so bulky. Yeah, maybe sometimes you should just let the elephant go on a rampage. That's what I'm talking about with your emotions. There is usually sometimes a reason that there is these emotional states that are boiling out. And my only advice to you is finding very good things that are going to be good for you personally to put those energies into. And what I would like is people to put in the comments, when they're mad, when they're angry, what do they do with it? Because there's going to be some very productive ideas in there. There's going to be some really shit ones like, go out, get a gun, threaten my ex with it. Oh, you know, I don't know. It sounds pretty productive to me. But the thing is, look, that is just a little reminder for you today. These moments are going to happen in your life. And when they do happen, they could be some of the best moments of your life. They could really spurt you on to doing some amazing things.